Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome everyone for dropping by and joining me for another exciting little raft session. Very exciting to see you. Chris is here, Brian is here, E7, Jamie is here. Very cool. And Nick, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. I believe you followed me on Ko-fi yesterday. If it was you, I think it was you. I think I may have recognized your last name there. So welcome, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed the stream. Very cool. I hope we're going to have more of that today. We've explored yesterday the kind of survival mechanics of Raft, and now that we're kind of good on that front, we can go and start building stuff and checking out what other exciting things we might be able to find, such as that exciting, what's it called? There's something in research table, that's the one. It's something that gives you more items. So as you collect items, you can gradually unlock new recipes that'll then be turned into exciting other stuff that makes our life so much more exciting on the raft. So let's go and bring that back. Let's see if I can remember how to actually launch it. Was it Steam? I don't remember. Was it Steam? I think it was Steam, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Steam. I have so many services. I really have to make that list of things to remember where I've bought what game. That's where my games list comes in handy. If you type !games, it should come up, which is exciting. So many exciting things this morning. How are you all? How are you all doing? Very nice to see you. And I'm so sorry that you're going to have to go back to work tomorrow, Brian. It's one of those things. Julia is working today, so she's not with us here, but she's half keeping an eye on us. So, hello, Julia. She might not be listening. They're one of those things. So there we go. No, it said zero. Absolutely, 7. Yes, Jay died 0 times today, and hope we'll keep it that way. If you want to increase the death counter, if it ever becomes necessary to do so, you can do that by saying, I believe, !death with a space and then plus. I think if the space doesn't work, remove the space. But it's !death plus would increase the counter, and just !death will show you the counter. It's less important in a game like this, where hopefully I'm not going to die. WP Guru World, there we go, that's exciting. Let's do that. Peaceful journey, that's what we're here for. Joystick, yes, awesome. Takes a little bit of time to load the game, so it's almost good to have another game standing by while this game loads. But hey, it's early access, so perhaps it's gonna be faster at one point, who knows. It's been in early access for a while. And I remember the first time I heard about it, I thought, oh, this is great, I need to put that on my wish list. And then I bought it shortly after. I think, was it on sale? I don't remember. I bought it and I thought, oh, I was really excited, and looked at it and I wasn't really that impressed with it. Poor Raft. And then I had to give it 6 months or so. And they've made so many exciting improvements that now I totally love this game. It's really nice. Such a nice just hang out and chill game. Very cool. And Chris, I believe I know what the L in Chris L. Cox stands for, even though the L is silent. I believe I know what it means. I won't tell anyone though. It's only a theory anyway, so what do I know? Yes, I remember we paused yesterday on this little island here. Ooh, that's an interesting... I don't think we should be seeing this. Am I? Where am I? What's going on here? Oh, I see. That was freaking me out there for a second. See if we can pick something else up here. Sand that might not appear important right now, but it might become important a little bit later on. See if I've missed anything before we go back on the raft. So some of the things that I didn't really know about when I started playing this game were all the exciting goodies that are indeed hiding underneath the water surface. Such as, I don't know what this is, maybe it's a stone? That makes good anchors. Copper, even better! It's like being back in Subnautica all over again. Copper! This could be more sand. I think clay is kind of important as well. Clay makes something like brick type building blocks. There is, of course, our inventory storage shortage thing. Something we shouldn't underestimate. We can't store quite as much just yet, but I think it's also important in survival games to collect as many resources as you can possibly can. Ah. Looks like my hook just broke. Maybe we need to make ourselves another one. Plastic hook. Eventually we'll find something much better, which is a kind of a metal hook. Don't have the right ingredients with me. Dang, brother, that's cold. Let's go back to the raft and see if we have them there. Where is the raft? This could be it. We'll just go collect some of these things here. That is always important. Seaweed might not look terribly important just now, but it makes... I believe it makes something like... It makes some stuff. I think it's green goo. Something like green goo. That then can be used to make plastic. And plastic can make anything and everything from binoculars to water bottles that hold vast quantity of water. And that'll come so in handy as we progress in the game. Our raft might not look like something just yet. But hey, give it a few days and we'll see what we can do. It's a matter of chipping away at it, bit by bit. Turning it into that luxury cruise liner we've all been dreaming about. Shark, how you doing? Shark's friendly in my game. That's nice, so he's not gonna come and bite us. I've played a game like that once, and that was a game mode that you can play here. And that just isn't as fun as it could be. I'll fritter away some of our findings here. Sand. I believe, did sand have its own box? It might have done. Sand. Hello? Sand! Alright, perfect. There we go. And then this is more copper. Good stuff. Let's put the copper in here. And then we have palm leaves as well. Palm leaf. Maybe we'll keep the palm leaf. This here, watermelon seed. That'll be good to plant later on. This is the green goo I was talking about. This is the stuff vine goo. I believe that is what we need to make all kinds of plastic stuffs. So let's make ourselves that new plastic hook. Plank and plastic. Man, I've just frittered the plastic away. It might just lurk around here in the water. No, nothing around us. Okay, plastic and plank coming up. And craft. Perfect. Ride the shark. And one day, I think if we have an oxygen tank, I'd love to have a look what's underneath there. Do these objects ever stop in the ocean, I wonder? We'll find out. I'll collect some more stuff, and then we'll be on our way to the next, well, whatever it is, destination, just floating around the ocean. Yeah, so scrap is always something that's nice to pick up. Stones, I mean, you know, stones and sands, they have their uses. The stones we need for an anchor. That's important to build an anchor so that we can stop at points. Again, there's a way to build a reusable anchor. Currently we're not so lucky, so right now we only have the one that is disposable. So once you've anchored somewhere, that's it. You basically destroy the anchor. And eventually we'll have a reusable one. There's also going to be an oxygen tank that'll allow us to remain underwater for a little bit longer. Right now, it's kind of limited here, the amount of time that we have. Nevertheless. Yeah, scrap metal here. These are all scrap metal pieces. They all look different, but they're essentially the same thing. They just translate into scrap. And scrap, a little bit like the titanium in Subnautica, is like a basic building block of anything that contains metal. So I think we can make something like hinges and bolts and nuts and stuff like that. And I thought, while it's all lying here literally at our fingertips, it'd be rude not to pick it up and take it with us. This, what do you think this is? Could be copper? Maybe metal ore? Metal ore, there we go, 100 points. I like it. See if we can grab another one. So any of these things that you do with the hook, they literally wear it out. The poor tool. It doesn't matter if you reel something in or if you hack something to bits. Yeah, more scrap. Yes, it all kind of damages the hook. This could also be something. Now these stones, I believe they are. Yeah, let's grab those and then we're on our way. Stones, alright, perfect. Unless there's anything exciting, anything else exciting that we want to pick up? Not so exciting. Oh, look at that couple of trees that are thinking about providing sustenance for our long journey on the Endless Blue. Could have sworn we felled him yesterday, but maybe he regrew overnight. Let's just look favorably upon this thing. Here, mango tree. This is, you can see the mangoes on there, but you can't actually pick the mangoes unless you fell the tree. Kind of cute. And then as you do that, there's, mangoes are falling off, and mango seed even. Look at that, perfect. That's nice. Any other trees that have regrown overnight? No. Alrighty then. Good evening, Neville. How are you doing? Very nice to see you again for another round of Raft. I hope you brought your WP Guru mug. It is allowed to drink hot drinks from other beverages, from other cups, that's fine. Oh, mango wine brine, that's another idea. Have you still got some of your brew left over? Or has that all been consumed already? I remember you've been having quite a time doing brewing experiments at home. Scott! Top of the morning, my friend. Shark, say hello to Scott. Shark, Scott. Shark's name is Bruce, by the way. Very nice to see you. I've just pulled up the anchor and we're ready to be on our way. We currently have, well, not a lot really. We don't have a compass that we can get our bearings by, and we also don't really have a sail, so we don't really know where we're going. It's just we're going to be drifting away with wherever it takes us right now. And that's kind of nice because it gives us a bit of time to deck out our raft and see what exciting stuff we can bolt onto it. So on one hand, I like to finish this bit off here. I think just, put a little bit of a roll so that it's a bit bigger. We do need a lot of space for stuff like that. Looks like is this the way forward? That's difficult to say as well. So there's a thing that we can make for that at least gives us the rough direction. So I think this looks like this could be the back of our ship. I'm not entirely sure. 3 gallons of mead. Oh, okay, so it's still going on. Is it still fermenting? My goodness, it takes forever. It's still ready. It's still fermenting. How exciting. Nick, hello. How exciting. Are you the same Nick from a minute ago? It is, isn't it? One of those things. Welcome again. Okay, let's try to make a few of these things. By the way, I've been looking into making something like that with Unreal Engine yesterday in regards to putting things where the user wants to put them. So I was thinking, if you remember this mechanic that we had in Subnautica, in which you take your building tool. Come back here. Oh man, lots of debris going this way. That's good, by the way. That's that's nice. We're gonna ignore it for now. If we bring out a building tool here, this mechanic here. So the way this works, this kind of an interesting mechanic here. When this thing snaps into place, so that's not easy to make, but it does snap into place, and that's awesome. This literally spawns the actor. Not that this is an Unreal game, but the basic mechanic is that this spawns the actor at that position and gives it a different material. And then at the point where I'm happy that I'd like for the thing to stay there and I press a button, it goes and gives it a different material. So that's really the mechanic. And now, obviously, I can't do that because I need some more plastic. But yes, that's the mechanic. I was trying to implement that yesterday. Not easy to do. Not easy to do at all. Oh, hello. So, but maybe I'll be successful at that. I thought it would be a nice way for me to build the level rather than go in and drag things in with the mouse like the traditional way. I was wondering if I can have an option to just walk around with the gamepad and just put items into place like I want them to be. But of course, it's not that easy because once you've done that, you really need to find a way to make the game remember that you've put them there. So when you put them with the mouse and keyboard, it's actually fairly easy to build the level that way because the game engine will remember where you've put what. But the moment you come out of playing the level, stuff isn't there anymore. So uncool. Might actually go and eat myself a cooked mackerel here before I starve. Always good. And I suppose we could do a little bit of fishing before we do more building. Always good to have fishing mechanics in a game, isn't it? Very important. Fishing mechanics. Also important to have fishing mechanics that don't suck, necessarily. Haven't we seen that before? I'm glad I worked it out in among trees. That was kind of nice. Let's see if we can reel in that. Oh, look at that plank and barrel! Fantastic. This we can just pick up. That's quite nice. I'm trying to unlock something that will just catch stuff as it floats next to us. We'll just go and catch that. There we go. Do we have enough plastic? No, we need one more plastic. I'm sure we have it in our emergency thing here somewhere. Whoops. In our emergency stash. I'm sure there's plastic in here somewhere. Plastic. Plastic. No plastic. Dang, brother. That's cold. Let's have this maybe. And... ah! How about this? No! Man. Sometimes it's just easier to jump out and grab it. Ooh, 2 for the price of 1. Look at that. Now this is nice. Yeah, very nice. Raft is taking shape. I have big plans for the raft, you know. I think you can, Brian. I think you can not so much catch it with your fishing rod, but I think you can make a kind of a spike and then you can knife him. So that is possible. Is that seawater? I think it's seawater, isn't it? Let's go and pour that out. Oh man, I've just poured that out as well. Oh no, I haven't. Fill with seawater, put on here, let it distill. Yeah, there we go. So, what can we build and what do we need for what we need to build things with? So shark bait, let's go literally from the top here. Empty cup, got that. Small crop plot. That is nice. That'll let us grow our own vegetables, or fruit rather. That's a nice idea, we should do that. Research table. I think that is an important thing to make. Used to research new items to craft. Yeah, I think let's do that. That's the top priority. I think small storage we have enough of. And then we have a simple bed. I don't think the bed does much. I mean, I've built one in my other bed, in my other game. And I've noticed that I don't really do much with it. Lets you sleep through the night and can be used to revive incapacitated friends. I don't have any friends. Respawning in a bed also provides you with more health. Well, I don't know. Tools. Building hammer, got that. Plastic hook, ah yes. Totally need more plastic for the plastic hook. Oh, we've got the plastic hook, got good stuff. Stone axe, yeah, still going strong here. I suppose we can make a couple of ropes from palm leaves. Always good to do that. Fishing rod, good on that. Shark bait, a rope and a pomfret and a herring. Well, shark's friendly in this game. We don't need to distract him. I think this is more for distracting the shark. Weapons, wooden spear. This is how you catch a shark. And other wild animals. I believe you can use this to, you know, cause serious damage. Equipment. No equipment yet. Resources. Rope, wet brick, and a nail. That's nice. Good for putting things together. Alright. Wet brick can be placed on your raft to dry. Made out of sand and clay. Oh, that's interesting. So we can make that already. That's nice. Those were the resources. This could be interesting. Throwable anchor. I think I should make a couple. Well, one of those. Would be nice to make a couple. More rope and more stone. I believe we have that. Because, you know, anything that is there. If we pass anything exciting, we need to be able to throw an anchor pretty much right away. Oh, hello. Plastic, we've been dreaming about you. Lots of barrels. I might actually just put my anchor over here. There was a way to rotate this, there we go. And put it there. So this is not having thrown the anchor, that's just the anchor placed in place. So if we do need it, we can then go grab it and throw it overboard. One of those things, just put it in place for now. There's so many exciting barrels around. I thought, you know, it'd be rude to just leave them here. Always good to have stuff from which to build other stuff. There. Nicely done. Place planks and also eat the pomfret. Oh yeah. Place the raw potato. Let's grill ourselves a potato. I like it. And then the pomfret. Let's put that here. And the scrap metal can go up here. And this is the next candidate on our grilling agenda. There. It gives you more energy when you cook these items first. Okay then, let's try that research table. Do you know, I think this is it, Brian. Isn't this it? This is Rod's hair, isn't it? We need to have in Subnautica we had that locker that said Rod's hair on it. It's very funny. Ah, those were the days. Subnautica, eh? Where's it gone today? So, research table, I say. Where was that? That was kind of further up here, wasn't it? Research table. Looks like a big book. 14 planks and 2 scrap. Well, let's do it. And is that a good idea to put that back here? Yeah, that's nice. This is where we shall do our researching things, I guess. This looks nice. Well, I've subscribed to their notifications, and they're making minor changes, but I've not had the heart to look at their new story yet. Apparently all the voice actors have been replaced, and it's all due to COVID. Things are taking 12 times as long as they used to take, and yeah, I haven't looked at it. Yeah, maybe in the new year, I'm thinking that might be a nice nice idea. Let's figure out this research table here. So I can say open, and that does that. So it almost looks like my regular inventory menu here. That's the regular inventory menu. Menus, designing menus like that takes forever. Unbelievable. Nothing's ever easy in game development, is it? And then you go on here, and this is essentially the same, but now we have this extra bit on the right here. Place item in slot to research. So I suppose these are new things that we don't really know much about yet. And if they had implemented proper gamepad navigation, we could probably scroll through this easier. So at this rate, it's probably easier to just use the mouse here. Look, very exciting stuff. Stationary anchor. What do we need for that? Plank, rope, metal ingot, and a hinge. So none of these items we have yet. So as soon as we have all these items, this then becomes available for crafting. Very cool. Yes, it's already on Steam Early Access, Nick. It's I have it, and I've looked at it, I believe, last year. Literally after we finished the regular Subnautica, I've tried to look into Below Zero, and it's quite interesting. So from a point of view of looking into what are they, how are they making it? That's really what I was interested in, to see how are they making this thing. And that's quite nice to see. So what is it that's important for them at this stage in development? So that's very cool. But the whole game mechanic, I don't think that's quite there yet. That's not as exciting as Subnautica was. So large parts of the storyline are missing, and they have kind of a mini storyline that they have changed due to user input. So many people told them, hey, that's not really what we find as fascinating. So the one thing that really kind of ruined it for me was not so much the graphics. They are really nice, and the mechanics, like the building and the crafting stuff, that's all the same. But it's now, the story takes place a few years after we, the lone survivor, have crashed on the planet on 4546b, and it's the same planet. It's a different part of the planet, so I suppose other side of the planet. It's a large planet, I guess. And things are a bit different. So things are a bit colder, but also the whole Altera Corporation has deployed a huge research team there. So we're not alone. There's lots of people around. We don't really get to see them, but we see Altera bases in tip-top condition, and we have constant communication with this kind of a supervisor. And I don't know, I just felt, why am I here? What's my point? I mean, here the premise is quite simple, as it was in Subnautica. Survive, and there it's like, well, I don't know. Do we need to worry? I mean, there's a supervisor that can spawn beacons and get us stuff. Do we really need to worry? And so that was weird. And I don't know if they're going to change that. And then as we progress in the game, we meet some kind of alien AI that holds residence in our head. And at that point I was thinking, you know what? Back to the drawing board, my friends. And I think they've taken that to heart, because I wasn't the only one who felt that way. It's a bit of a departure, really, from what Subnautica used to be, and made it strong. So I hope they're going to find their way and come up with a compelling storyline going forward. Come on, come to Papa. Football Meg, how you doing? Good to see you again. Welcome to the endless blue ocean. I've just built a research table, and I thought maybe I'll go and pick some more stuff up here, because there's so much flotsam around. I just almost feels bad not to pick it all up. Not quite sure if I've mastered that research table properly. Oh, potato, check. Plank, oh yes, nice. Grilled beet, always nice. One thing that made Subnautica strong, of course, was the fact that we had a coffee machine thousands of meters underneath the surface. So what can we research then here? This is a stone, I believe. It's heavy. Let's go research it. And it now opens up all these things that the stone is part of. So I suppose then, if we go and research a plank, then we get to find all these things that now require something else. So now add some plastic here. There we go. And now we can learn how to make a table and a spear. Hey, that's nice. Great, you learned how to make a table. That's nice. And this is a stone arrow, an average wooden arrow with a stone tip. All right, let's learn how to make that as well. Every time you research an item, sadly, that item goes away. So if you have something rather precious and you think, oh, I'd love to research that, that item goes away. Like a case in point, I think we have, oh, come back here, barrel, come back. There we go, perfect. We've found one thing that is kind of precious and looks fairly cool as well. That is, if I can find it in my locker here, there it is. the vine goo, a bit like glue. So if we go and put that in here, maybe put the mango seed on over here. Grab myself a cooked potato while I put another one on. There we go. I like that the cooked potato has the cut and a bit of salt and pepper on there, whereas the raw potato doesn't have that. Very nice. So if we go and research this now, which we only have one off, we can research it, but it means it goes away. So now we can't really, we don't have it anymore to now craft it. So like this thing here is a water bottle, can be filled with lots of water, which is going to be nice because currently our cup only really just holds one sip. If we had a whole bottle of water, that'd be much nicer. We can learn how to make that, but in order to craft it, we need a vine goo and some plastic. And only that will let us get to a water bottle. One of those things to be aware of. What's this then? Copper ingot. I can't have that either. This is dirt. I don't think we have dirt. What's this? Glass. It's transparent. Yeah, we don't have that either. Anything exciting here? Metal ingot. Bolt. Yeah, bolt. I don't think we have a bolt. Can we make a bolt? Do we have bolts yet? I don't think we have bolts yet. We have nails. And a wet brick. Sand and clay. I suppose we could make one of those and then research that, see what happens then. Let's do that. Look at that. Cooked potato with a little incision on it and salt and pepper versus raw potato, which doesn't have that. I like it. I really like it. This is nicely done. Very nicely done. Yeah, with below zero, I'm kind of confident. Guys, maybe it's my wishful thinking there. I'm hoping they're gonna turn this around. I mean, that's part of the beauty of early access games, that developers really have the chance of eliminating mistakes like that. Wet brick, let's craft it. So rather than releasing a lemon, you can say, hey, we'll give that, well, this is how we see this. If they get a big backlash from the community, I suppose we can't pick it up yet. It's just a wet brick, so it just dries out in the sun. Kind of tempted to make a few more, because I have a feeling we're probably going to need more than just one. There we go. Put those here. I also like that pointing animation there. That's very nice. Okay, let those things dry out. Is there anything around here? Nothing. It's just us. What else could we potentially research? So there's lots of base items that we could research. Like that fated water bottle. If we wanted to turn it into an oxygen bottle, we literally have to craft an oxygen bottle first. And then we're going to have to go and sacrifice that bottle to the research table. It's just so sad. I think what I like to do is craft that little plant pot. Plot. That's the one. I need a few planks for that already. Planks, alright, perfect. Oops. Planks. Craft plant pot, alright. And that's nice. Maybe here. That might be nice. There. Plant pot next to the anchor. Nothing can go wrong. So plant pot obviously means we can go and plant some stuff. Such as, what do we fancy planting here? Perhaps pineapple or watermelon. Palm and mango, that doesn't fit in there, but these things, pineapple and watermelon, they do. Maybe pineapple. Let's do that. Pineapple. Look at that little sachet that I'm carrying now. That's really nice. And that now means that doesn't fit in here. Oh, what a shame it doesn't fit. What else am I going to plant in here then? Well, okay, let's try watermelon then. Does that fit? Watermelon also doesn't fit. Oh, man. Perfectly waste of a good plank there. Oh well. Maybe we'll figure out what this is for. After we're eating another potato. Just checking if there's any rafts that I'm missing here, perhaps. Oh yeah, I could have tried... Maybe I'll do that next time. Water doesn't take that long to filter. I might go and see what happens if I put fresh water on the plant bed. That might make a difference. I'm sure I should have... I could... In my other game I could just plant seeds. It might just be that this is not possible with the small thing. Maybe we need the medium thing. Yeah, I'm with you, Nick. It is one of my all-time favorites as well. And I think many of us are in the same position that they're saying, hey, we want more Subnautica. And this thing doesn't seem to react at all. This could also be a bug. I'm not entirely sure. This could be... Let me just remove it, put it somewhere else. I've forgotten what I've mapped the X button to on my controller. Maybe it's too low down. Maybe it needs to be on a higher level. We're not quite at that point yet. Oh, there we go, remove. Could it even be the X button on my keypad? No, it's not. Maybe it's this, maybe? Is it this? No. Is it this? Is it that? No. Man, I'm sure I've mapped the X button. Have I not mapped the X button? That was not it. Oh, come on. Yeah, they have a bit of... Ah, there we go. D-pad down is the equivalent to the X button. Who'd have thought? Aha! Brick! That's nice. Moving around, picking up the bricks is not that easy. So these have dried out now, which is nice. So we can go and at least research one of them and then hopefully build something sensible out of it. That's the plan. Ha! There we go. And one more. Yes, I haven't thought the gamepad navigation through here on this game. That's a bit of a shame. Alrighty, let's research. We can't research that. Wet brick. Oh, this is a wet brick. Why is it still wet? I thought it's dry by now. Yeah, maybe they don't dry out because they are on the bottom here. And water keeps wafting in. That could be. So maybe we need to start making that that upper level sooner than we wanted to know. Ugh. Is our raft big enough? Do we have enough stuff for that? Oh, there's another raft over here. That is nice. See if we can reach that. Because those rafts, they often have stuff that isn't easily reachable. It's over there in the distance, right? That's worth using an anchor for. Raft. Come back here. Right, let's put that anchor overboard. Hiya! There we go. Do we have enough room? No, don't do that. Press the wrong button. Yes, they should have thought the gamepad navigation through a little bit more from the start on this game. It's just such an easy trap to fall into that you go, we'll just need another function for that. Why don't we just use the Q key? No one uses that. Or how about the Shift Control Alt L key? That's going to be alright. Next thing you know, you've got like a keyboard map with 96 functions just to play the game, and you go, console players will do this how? Yeah, it's not good to then 5 years into development having to redecide, hey, we need to rejig navigation so that we can release it on the PlayStation. Not good. Not good. But hey, everyone's favorite excuse is, hey, it's early access, it's fine. It's full of bugs, we know. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely played, game developer. Right, pick up this crate. Bolts, scrap, stuff. Recipe for fish stew. Anyone remember where our raft was? We approached this from here. Yeah, the scarecrow on the top there. Look at that, that's very cool. It's got a big smiley face on it. Maybe one day we'll be able to build that. Maybe that's it. This could be our raft. That's another good point, to build high on the raft so that you can see it from a distance. Yeah, I think that's our raft over here. If you ever play this game and you don't see any flotsam around, by the way, steer yourself into another direction. There's usually one point from which a lot of flotsam comes, and as soon as you park yourself into that stream, you will never run out of resources. The game just gives them to you. And if you veer too far off from that path, then you'll find a place where the flotsam seemingly stops happening. And that's not a bug, that's just the game's subtle way of telling you you're in the wrong place. You should be elsewhere, you should not be looking here. Like, probably too close to the end of the game world or something. Well, planks, we can never have enough planks. See if it actually makes a difference. If we go and if we make this bigger as in, let's put a couple of walls here, left and right, and then we'll build this thing higher. That could be interesting. See if I can remember how to do it. Wooden pillar? Is that a good start? Wooden pillar needs nails. Okay. There's also the wooden wall. Wooden wall with a window. That's nice. Yeah, wooden wall with a window. That's cool. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe here and here. We do the same here. Ish. Is that something exciting that could potentially win prizes here? No, probably not. We can always demolish it. I can put these on the outside rather, and then I have a bit more room on the inside. It also means I have a bigger upper deck, so you can always have, if you have a wall, you can always have one thing overhanging on the outside of it, and then you can make a slightly bigger thing at the top. I might actually do that. How do I remove stuff again? Oh, X. That was that this? No, was that this? Come on. R for rotate. How do I remove stuff? I'm sure there's a way. Repair. Yes, stairs. You see, this is the other thing that I wanted to build. Stairs so we can go up. Oh. How do we rotate this? R to rotate. What's the button for R? What's the... Oh, it's easier to do this with a keyboard, I guess. I'm sure I've mapped this somewhere, but I can't remember where that was. So I could go and put those here. I don't have enough nails, but I think I have nails kind of in my thing there. Yeah, let's do that. So we go put that kind of here. Is that wise though? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Nails. Didn't I have nails here somewhere? If I don't, I can make myself some nails, I believe. Is that correct? Nails? Nail! There we go. We have so much scrap. No worries on the nail. Maybe I plant a potato. Let me try that next. Do I have a raw potato? I think I've grilled them all. That's a good tip, Nick, though. So, boom. That means we can at least go up here. That's nice. And now we could... What is this? Foundation armor. Oh, that's nice. Metal ingots. I don't think we need that. We could, up here, we could use just regular floor, like wooden floor, this. That might be nice. So let's put that here, that goes here, there we go. It's a bit scary walking up nothing, but hey, look at that. That's cool. So now we've got an upstairs. Almost. It's not quite finished yet. But you know, let's see if we can... I'm sure there was a way to remove parts. I just forgot how to do it. Was it just X? No. Oh, with the axe. That's how you do it. You just literally demolish them like this. Right. You don't really destroy them, you just reutilize the materials. because there's a bit of unused space around here. I was hoping I can make this a bit more user-friendly and usable, but I'm thinking I'll just build like a little walkway in the front here, so we can utilize the front kind of galley, if you will, of this of the boat. But this is mainly so we can go up, and we just put more stuff here, and that'll be, we'll have like a little pillar up here, I guess. Foundation at the top. Yeah. I've got a plan. Let's go with more planks. Tons of planks. Glad we collected them all. Can never have enough storage. So I suppose maybe like a wall type thing. Like this. That's nice. I might just leave this deliberately open for now. Just focus on the upstairs here, where we don't really need that. We just need a regular wooden floor. Yes. Nice. And that we can't build here because there's no foundation. So this doesn't give me the thing because we need foundation at the bottom. No problem. We can do that. Foundation could either be a wall or pillar. I suppose we could just use a pillar. Careful though with putting temporary things in place. Because when you remove those, you stand a chance of losing the stuff above it. So you might find that you get into this situation where, oh, look at that, very cool. Not got enough wood for that. But hey, that's nice. That is a good start. What do you think, Fish? Fish approves? Hey, that's good. We have a second level. That is awesome. We have our research table down the bottom here. Yeah, so if I were to remove this now, I wonder if this top thing would also disappear. I mean, let's try it out. Just curious about this. No. Oh my goodness, it stays. That is kind of cool. I don't know how stable that is now. It could be that by the time we load in the game next time, this thing might disappear. So I might just go and put that thing back in again. I'm scared that way. Pillar, how you doing? There we go. But it's good to know that if we wanted to expand this into walls and use this to add more stuff at the front here, like this little galley thing I'm dreaming of with the triangular edges. Yeah, look at that. So we can do that. That's perfect. And we can have more stuff at the front of the boat as we grow tremendously bigger. Okay, Fish approves. That's good. Fish goes on the grill here now. And we should also take a look at sustenance here. Is this drinkable? Yes, it is. Good stuff. Yes, let's see if we can plant a potato next time. And also, yes, let me put this planting thing to the top. So I have a feeling maybe it's just happier up here. And I'll see if I can put some water on it. Is that ready already? Oh no, we don't have planks anymore. Dang, brother. Let's go get some more planks. We're still anchored too, by the way. I totally forgot about that. So we're not floating. We're just anchored here. Yeah, I know there's small, medium and large plant pots, and the large ones there for trees. And that's quite nice to have your own mango tree on the boat or your own coconut tree. That is quite nice. So you go and plant those things, and then you fell trees and you've got wood and everything. That's nice. And the occasional fruit. And then of course, as you fell the trees, you not only get the fruit, you also get occasional seeds, so you can just replant the tree. Kind of cool. Nick, tell me about your PC. You said it's not in a position where it can run. I know that Subnautica is a bit of a resource-hungry game. I believe I started playing it on a GTX 970, and that was actually okay. I mean, it wasn't that happy playing and streaming it at the same time. But yeah, 970 does actually do it. Let me go and pour myself another cup of coffee, actually, while I'm floating out here. Coffee. I did, Brian, by the way, I've ordered that thermos that I told you about yesterday, and it's on its way. It should be with me tomorrow. It's a thermos 40-inch with a carrying handle, so I can go on tremendously long trips with hot coffee, which is very nice. I'm looking forward to it already. Don't know what the trip's going to be, but I know I'll have hot coffee for 24 hours, allegedly. I'm liking this raft already because you can see it from a distance. And as we get higher to the 3rd level and the 4th level, it's going to be a masterpiece. I find that a very creative pastime, building rafts. Alrighty. What happens if, oh yes, put planks on here, grill the mackerel, and see if we can put regular water onto here. And I see it doesn't even do that. That's weird. So usually you hover your fresh cup of water over this and it tells you that you can pour the liquid into this. I mean, if I just do the right mouse button, it now goes and just pours the water out, so it gets rid of it. But usually there's an interaction with the plant pot that says you can now water the plants. So it's almost like the small thing isn't doing that. Small thing ain't working so well. Oh well, let's see if we can dry out our bricks here. Where are the bricks? Didn't I pick up the bricks? Shouldn't they be in my inventory somehow? Have they turned into sand and clay again? No, can't be. Did I put them in here somewhere? Can't be! What happened to my bricks? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Where are they? Am I just not seeing them? I've picked them up and they've literally disintegrated. Bugsville, what's going on? That is weird. Wet brick. See, I don't have the crafting materials anymore either. So I did actually make the bricks and they just disintegrated. I picked them up and they just went away. That's bizarre stuff, man. So sand and clay. Let's just try this again. What I'm really trying to do is to grab one and research it, but I can't do that anymore because the thing's just disappeared. Because by researching it, it then goes and opens up other things that we can do, and sadly we can't do it. That's terrible. Oh man, hey, it's early access. Everything is go here. Nice. Hey, that's uncool. Well, I suppose now that we have none anymore, let me go and grab my anchor. Hopefully we're going to find another island with clay on the bottom. That's crazy. How can that have happened? Come on, Raft, let's go places. There's one other thing that we can use, and that's like this thing is also what am I gonna? Shall we discard it? It doesn't seem to do anything. I might just put it in storage for now. And there's one other thing that we can do, and that is to make a sail, I believe. That is quite nice. I think that was under here. That means we can then navigate the boat. There's a streamer as well. That's kind of cute. It just tells us where we're going. It doesn't really, it's more like an embellishment than anything useful. But a sail, look at that. 3 scrap, 20 palm leaves, and 10 planks. Put me down for one of those. Yes, that is large. Let's put that, I don't know, maybe at the back here? Yeah, let's do that. Put it at the back. That's nice. E opens it. So now this should move us into directions. This is a nice mechanic. So I think in conjunction with the streamer, let's actually make a streamer. Let me make a streamer. In fact, also, let me go make some more wooden floors over here. Run out of planks already. Yes, but the streamer could go over here, couldn't it? I think that's a nice idea. So that means if we find anything in the vicinity, like a raft or an island, we can just go tweak our sail and then you'll, be on our way there. That is nice. Okay, streamer. How do we make streamer? We do want another rope. We don't have rope anymore. Use all the palm leaves on the sail, and we need 6 more planks. Man, there's always something, isn't there? Quickly go downstairs. See if we have any more plants or leaves. Palm leaves, there we go. That's a good start here. Planks, anyone? Anyone? Planks. Planks, anyone? No. Dang. Planks. Let the big plank hunt begin. Could I just demolish parts of my raft? That would be cool. There's more planks in the water here. Yes, that is nice. Planks, a bit of plastic. Raft's coming this way anyway, that's nice. That's all good. I might grab those here and the little barrel. And then we'll see what happens. Oh, you have a laptop. Oh, okay. Yeah, get yourself a good-looking PC. Handsome graphics card. GTX 3070 is coming out soon. That is a very interesting proposition. Price point versus performance. Unbelievable. Yeah, I did that. That was in 2016. I only had Macs, and although I loved Macs, they are terrible for doing anything productive in regards to heavy lifting, like 3D or gaming. That is really, really difficult these days on Macs. It wasn't always the case, but in the last few years, Apple have really moved away from supporting that industry. And while I appreciate their ideas of moving hardware to metal, it's just not doing the industry any favors until they're there. That could be another 5 years until you can use Macs again for heavy graphics lifting. And what are you going to do in the interim? So I bought myself a fairly cheap, very outdated, fairly old HP workstation, HP Z600, for literally no money. Dual Xeon processors, and it's capable of using a decent GPU. And so I bought myself, like for literally under $1,000, a PC that almost rivals many modern systems, or is at least equivalent on par with modern systems, at a fraction of the cost. And that was great. And I liked it so much that I bought 2 more. So now I use them as a little render farm. And 2 of them have RTX 2080s in them. And another one has 2 K4000 cards in there. It's fairly old stuff, but it's nice as a render farm because the CPUs are so fast. And there's 2 of them, 2 Xeon CPUs. And that just... Oh no! It's gonna crash! Is it? There it goes. Now we should have enough. Oh my goodness, look at the waves. Now we should have enough planks to build ourselves a streamer, and also perhaps to put a few more things in place here. There we go. That's nice. There, more room. Can't do that here. Streamer, right, mustn't use all my... Oh, man. Can you believe it? I've just used it all to make floors. Okay, more planks then. There's so many of them floating by. Ooh, island. That is cool. We should check that out. Land ahoy, everyone! Land ahoy! I'm just gonna go pick this up here. And then we'll see what that island has to offer. More planks. Island, of course, also means another anchor. We haven't got that stationary anchor yet, but eventually, I say eventually, if we can make it back on our floating raft here, that's nice, that's nice. A little bit more approach over here. Might have to adjust the sail to go blow us further there and not away from it. As we're going to make ourselves that anchor. Yes, craft anchor, check. Awesome. Anchor, this is a good position for the anchor. I like this position for the anchor. We can probably go a little bit closer, I'm thinking. Yeah, it'll be like having a houseboat basically parked there at the island. That looks interesting. It almost looks like the same island we've already seen. Maybe it is. I don't think it is because we felled the trees on the previous island, so this is not the island that we've already seen. I'm just looking at the shape and I remember that big gash in the middle. And we had that kind of tricky jump from over there at the very top. That is how I remember it. Well, while we're waiting, might as well make some more water here and grow potatoes. Oh yes, there was that one potato I was trying to plant in that little planter. Ooh. Yannick Schmidt's wonderful music. That's great. Let's lay the anchor here. Spend the night. That is just nice. Let's just hang out here. This is good. This is good. Yeah, have a little dinner snack. And then we'll have a look what's happening on the island. There's probably also exciting things literally down here at our fingertips. Seaweed, always good. Have we ever tried researching that? I wonder if we should just do that. I don't know if we can. There's tons of stones down here and hopefully clay so we can dry out some of these bricks again if we don't die beforehand. Ooh. This is clay. Is it? It is. It is clay. Ah, nice. And this is probably something else. This might be like metal ore or something, or copper. Copper. Ha. There was this one episode where we were literally trying. We needed some copper. I remember that, and it was very important that we found copper for some kind of thing we wanted to build, and it was just all. So the plan was to find copper on that day, and we just did not find copper for the life of us. And it's literally we spent 2 hours trying to find it. One of the most common elements in Subnautica, and we just didn't find it. It's very funny. And then a week later, we found the largest copper deposits literally everywhere, and it's just copper didn't stop coming. It's just how it goes. That random number generator, huh? So let's make a brick and pull it out here. Let's go and put that up. Bricks to be dried out. The brick scam. Unbelievable. Brick, come on. Wet brick. It was so wet it just literally flew away. Oh, is that how it happened? Did I just carry too much? That is possible, right? We can stay here. And we'll fritter some stuff away, like these recipes. I mean, who needs these recipes? I don't need to carry those around with me. Yes, and also clams. I don't remember what clams are good for. I do remember they had... There's something to do with them. I totally forgot what it was. And palm leaves. I suppose we can ditch them in here as well. And more scrap metal. Perfect. So, potato, check. This potato gets grilled. Do we still have that plant thing? Yes, that's up there. Ah! Wet brick is still here. That's nice. And that now gets parked here. Right, don't you disappear on us. I'm also going to try putting Nick's suggestion into place. So I'll put that little mini planter, oops, up here. I wish I could rotate this with the keyboard, with the gamepad thing. There we go, and let's try to put a potato in here. Plant raw potato, you're the man! Absolutely! Nick, that is absolutely how you do that, so thank you so much for the tip. That's fantastic. More potatoes will make it into here, of course. Ah, bit of a hunger issue here. I can barely walk. It's terrible. That potato is it's already grilling itself. Okay, no worries. Do you know, Neville, that would be nice, and I'm sure we'll be able to craft it at one point. Let's look into that next. Thank you, Neville. Yeah, I think we should do that. Because, you know, there's the daylight lighting, that's fine, but there's also what we're going to do overnight, right? There we go. That gives us hydration and a little bit of sustenance. The potato can be grown. I don't think I've ever tried that. That is very cool. Haha, look at it grow. Perfect. As we find more potatoes, hopefully we're just going to replant them in here. You dry out, my friend. We're going to go check out the island. Put the plastic over into some storage. Unsuspecting storage. This one here, maybe. Oh, there's also grilled potato. That can be eaten. And then that goes in here. Looks like we need to make ourselves some new storage soon. Because this thing is getting full. Oh yes, before I go over to the island, let me try and research this seaweed. See if I can actually do something. Oh, they're in here! That's what happened. They're not actually gone as such. They're inside the research table. Who would have thought that? The brick mystery has been solved, ladies and gentlemen. The wet bricks are literally inside the research table. Who would have thought that? That's crazy. There we go. Let's put this in here. See what happens if we research that. Nothing. Okay, good. That's what might that be? Oh, flippers increases your swim speed underwater. Plastic, seaweed, vine goo, and some rope. Nice. Here's the grass plot, add water, get grass, feed animals. Animals? How are we going to get animals on the raft? Advanced purifier, aha, can purify several cups of water at once. Does not require fuel. So no more using up planks for that. But of course it requires glass. Glass we don't have yet until we've researched it. Interesting stuff that we can find here. Very cool. What's this? A paint mill. Scrap and rope. And bolts and scrap. Okay, cool. Let's do that next. Research scrap and bolts. That's kind of nice. That's where the bricks were, so they haven't disappeared. That we can't do anything with. That is already researched. That's anything we can research here. Ah, what was that again? Clay, I believe. Oh, we can make a ball with clay. All right. Now we know how to make a clay ball. Interesting. So perhaps we should research more stuff. Unsuspecting stuff. Well, see how our potato experiment goes at the top there. It's growing. Look at that little potato plant. That is so cool. Does it need water? Looks like it doesn't need water. That is cute. Just like in Jay's farm. I've just implemented a little mechanic in which you can actually see the plants growing. So you can plant them wherever you like, and then you can pick from a menu. That's how far I am with my game. You can pick from a menu if you want to pick a plant, a potato, a tomato, or a yellow pepper. You pick that from a menu and then you plant that, and then you have to wait until it's ripe and it wafts around as well. It's not static like this, it moves around. It's very cool. I can't wait to share it with you. But there's just so much more work to be done, because making a menu is already difficult enough. I'm just playing around there, really. It's not a serious ambition I'm following there. It's just an interesting side project on top of all the other side projects that I have. Do I have a main project, actually? Note to self. Visualize main project. Pursue that. Ditch side projects. Well, let's collect some of this stuff here. These two barrels also very cool. Do I have water in my cup? I do, don't I? Oh no, it was seawater. I didn't mean to drink that. Crazy. Oh, Stranded Deep is another one of those games that's on my radar. All right, how was that, Stranded Deep? Is that early access as well? Or is that fully released? Because that was like kind of jungle setting and try to survive type thing. Yeah, I'd like to check that out as well. Stranded Deep. This is... Do you know, you actually might be a little bit behind the live stream. Refresh your chat. Refresh the YouTube windows. Sometimes that just there's a bit of delay between what's going out and what you're seeing, and it can also happen that the delay kind of gets bigger over time. And it's a total YouTube kind of internet congestion, whatever issue. So, yellow flower, I'm not going to pick that up because we need a paint mill for that. So, we're just going to go and fell ourselves some trees here. For more planks, more palm leaves, and more coconuts, I was thinking. No coconuts? Blasphemy, I say. I always had this question about Raft, in that, are these islands procedurally generated? Or are they... Man, axe broke. Dang. Make new axe. Are these little islands procedurally generated, or are they generated kind of once and then put into the game if and when necessary? So I guess what I'm saying, are there 5 types of islands, and are they already fixed in the game when we started, or are my islands different to your islands, and do they look different? So many questions. I don't even know what game engine this is. I'm thinking Unity, but it really isn't. I don't know. I haven't read that on the world famous internet. Sometimes game companies use their own engine. Sometimes it's for smaller teams, it's often overkill to do that, but it's not impossible. So some developers prefer to just literally make their own engine from scratch, like Rockstar. I mean, they're huge, but yeah, they have their own game engine. But even, solo developers like Eric Baroni, he has his own game engine. So I can see mangoes here, but I can't quite fell the tree. Is that right? Oh no, I can. Here we go. Tree being felled as we speak. There we go. Mango. Can't get enough of it. Now, can we go up here? Yes, we can. Look at that. More trees. All right. So I always thought it's a good idea to fell every tree on every island, just in case they're not procedurally generated, and there is a point at which you accidentally happen back upon the island that you've already been to. I see this looks exactly like the same jump we've already made, and there's also the exact same box on the other end. So I'm thinking probably not procedurally generated, probably several types of handcrafted islands. This is literally the first time this has happened to me. And since we've learned how to jump, this is why it worked this time. Alrighty, what have we got? Pineapples, vine goo. Not vine goo, seaweed. Actually turns into vine goo later. Hinge, it's 2 metal plates. That bends. That's good. Do you know, it occurred to me there is something we haven't actually read out yet, and that is, return to game, it is this. We get a little instruction of how to actually play this game here. And so the first 4 points we've read yesterday. There's nothing you can't make if you have the right salvage. That's good to know. But the other ones here, we haven't actually read. I thought, be good to know because there was an island and we had to jump off and stuff. So number 5, continuing on from yesterday, follow any radio frequencies. If it's still broadcasting, it's above water. Radio frequencies, you say. Others, this is a vitally important point, others have come before you. More will come after you. Be sure to mark the way. I'm not sure about others. I don't know. I haven't met anyone yet. Number 7. The world is gone, but its stories remain. Gather as many as you can. And for Pete's sake, watch out for sharks. Well, thanks. This kind of notebook expands over time. I'll see you someplace dry, sis. Am I the sister? I think I'm the sister. I'm not sure. This would then be my sister or brother. Brother-in-law, sister. Brother/sister-in-law. Nephew, niece. Something along those lines. Looks like they're on a raft as well. Just, trying to make sense of things. We've done all we could on the island. Oh no, there's another tree down here. Can I go there? Do I need to... I may have to actually jump down there. Ah, seaweed. Alright. Nicely done. Difficult to come by. So glad we found those bricks again. Who'd have thought we're hiding them in the research table? That's bizarre. Had we known. Oh. Oxygen deprivation. This is actually one of those games that I'm thinking... So it does have a story. We are following a story. We haven't quite started doing that yet, but the thing I just read out there, that hints at the fact, radio frequencies, following them and all that, that is something we still need to explore. So currently we don't have a radio. We found a blueprint for a receiver, but that's not actually for the faint-hearted. That's not one item that you need to build. You need to build literally several. I believe 3 antennas, and there is the receiver. But then the receiver also needs a battery, and all those things, you need to unlock them first in order to build them. So that it's going to take a while and requires resources. And I'm totally with Neville there. I think we're going to make sure we're going to have some light first before we do all that. Shall I try to get that tree again? I mean, it really isn't that important. Come on. You can do it. I'm looking forward to my potato experiment on the second level of the raft. Where was that tree? Somewhere, oh, down there. Oh, down here. That's the tree. Hi-ya! Ha! Fantastic! 12 points. Oh, gee, no worries. Better late than never. I believe that is how my stream started. I was late myself. Always good to have you. Late or early, it doesn't matter. I've built a research table just to catch you up. A research table has been built and things have already been researched up to a point. There's a lot of other stuff that we need to research, but through the research table we now find other items that we can build, which is nice. That's kind of handy. Yellow flower, red flower. What just fell overboard here? That was not nice. And of course it starts down there. Plank. All right, very good. There was one more tree here, but I think I might just leave that unless I can jump up here. No. Let's go back on the boat. Holding the watermelon. That's crazy. And our raft has increased in size a little bit, so I've made it bigger. I've also expanded it to the top, so we now have a second deck. Should perhaps christen it, give it a funky name. Like, you know, the veranda deck or something like the Verona deck. Here we go. It makes it much more visible from a distance. And Neville made a good point in that he said, you know, it's a bit dark, so we can't actually see very well during the night. And I totally agree with that. Let's see if we can make ourselves a lamp. I do remember there are lamps, but I don't remember the details of said lamps. Sun deck, Neville, that's what we're going to call it. That is exactly what we're going to call it. The sun deck. Especially down here at night, you know, it's just really difficult to see anything. I don't think we have stuff that we can yeah, sign, shelf, calendar, table. This is that category where the lamp would be in. But yeah, no lamps just yet. We'll get there, I'm sure. Now let's have a look at that little potato experiment up here. Potato! I can harvest it! How exciting! Thank you so much for the tip. That is really cool. Aha, and this thing is now a dry brick, so that is also very exciting. We're a little bit packed here on the packed front. I might just go pick that up anyway. Let's do some more research. See what we find. Select that dry brick first. These are all wet bricks. This is a dry brick. Look at the different shading. Completely different. I'm telling you, it is so much work, not only building assets like 3D assets and making sure they look handsome inside the game engine with the correct materials. You also then need to grab them and make a 2D version of it that then goes onto all kinds of different logos with transparent background and all that, because these are not 3D objects now, they're just 2D icons. It's just, this is why making games just takes forever. And yeah, it's just these things, somebody needs to make them. And it just, you know, you can do it. It's just that everything takes time. That's the problem. Okay, let's try to research, since we didn't have much luck researching the wet brick, unresearchable, as you can see. Let's try researching the dry brick. Aha. Nothing much has happened. The dry brick's gone, but that's really all. We cannot learn any new recipes, otherwise they'd be at the top here. Ah well. We've researched the plastic already. A rope we haven't researched yet. That's good. That's good. Let's do that. Make ourselves a rope. I think palm leaf itself. Can we research that? Should we research that? Yes, we should. There we go. Now we can make a chair. All right. Nice for sitting. Goes well with a table. Learned how to make a chair. That's nice. Now let's bring this back here. Turn that, or two of those, into a rope. Oh, there it is. Rope. Boom. There we go. Rope. Rope is now... Oh, I've had ropes here already. Dang. Let's research a rope. One of the ropes will disappear, of course. Ha! What can we do now? A rug. Reduces splinters in your feet. I was not aware splinters in my feet were actually a problem. I didn't actually catch any splinters yet. But that's good. Rug. Awesome. How do we make a rug? That is then the next question. Where do we find said rug and how do we make it? Should we make it? Palm leaves and rope. Hey, that's a good combination. We have tons of that. Don't know what else to make with that. Put a rug on the sun deck. Because if we put it on the bottom, it just gets wet all the time. What else? Flippers. Increase your speed underwater. Haha. Necessary. Plastic. Seaweed. Vine goo. And rope. Where is the rope going to go on the flippers? Hey, no matter. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. What else can we research here? Maybe the hinge. Let's research the hinge. Ah, here we go. Not that it's unlocked any items, but certainly some of them, like the beehive and the receiver, have just gone up to the top of the thing. What else do we need for the receiver? We almost have everything. So the plastic, the plank, the hinge, and a circuit board. Man, this is painful, isn't it? Because you need to make a circuit board first before you can then give it to the research table. Research table kind of disintegrates it, and that will then unlock the receiver. So, you know, it'll be some time before we get there. What else? Copper. What's copper used for? Nothing. Unresearchable. I suppose the same thing's true for metal ore, yeah. How about sand? Have we researched that yet? Unresearchable. Mango seed, that's probably also not something we can really research. No. Plank, though, on the other hand, is researched already. Good stuff. Scrap. That's another one of those things that probably unlocks something. And yes! Alright. Medium crop plot lets you grow bigger plants. Made with planks and scrap. Alright. You've learned medium crop plot. Crop plot. Plant plot. My goodness. Crop plot. Say that 3 times fast. Lantern. Neville, there you go. Lights up the dark. Doable with plank and scrap. Awesome stuff. Also, a bucket. Useful for gathering milk. I mean, not that we need that right now, but, you know, good to know that one day we could gather milk. Not sure how yet, but hey, we'll get there. Paint mill. Used to turn flowers into color. Uses water energy to work. So this is a thing that if we were to build this, I'm not sure if I'm not saying we will do that, but if we were to do that, we can, it needs to be planted by the side of the raft. It has a thing that just powers the drum, and we put flowers in there, out comes paint, and the paint can then be used to paint wood like this. So it doesn't all have to be wood color. We could make it red and black, and we can paint the ceiling, we can paint the floors, we can literally do everything. So maybe we will make a paint mill on that long journey on the ocean. What else? Storage! Massive storage. That is what we seriously need. That's awesome. Learn how to make storage. And that's kind of it, I think, for now. Oh, can't wait to make new storage, like larger storage containers. Is there anything else in here that we might potentially... Oh yeah, these things. Let's research those. Nail. nail and the bolts here. That's probably going to give us something exciting. These things, I don't really know what to do with them. I don't think we can research the blueprints. They just lurk around and clutter up your inventory. That's really all they do. I've not found any uses for them. I think this was a kind of development idea that when you have this blueprint, you can then make it. But I think they've since changed it. So you'd imagine you'd put the blueprint in the research table and then you have to do something. But no, it already comes up as researched. I believe the original idea was that you have to put that in here, then press the research button, and then the blueprint is actually going to go away and you then know the recipe. But I guess they just wanted to let people know, hey, you can make that now. Can be learned in research table, and that's just not really the case anymore. It's already learned, you know, receiver and blueprint. So I don't really know what to do with it because there's no mechanic of discarding an item. Like in Subnautica, we had the option to build, I think, a trash can of sorts. And when you put something in there, that item will then be removed from the game world. You can also drop something, but in this game, you don't really have that. You can't drop something. It just gets accidentally dropped if you have too much on you, which at that point is kind of random. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. So I'm going to go put these things back in here for now, because I really don't know what else to do with them. Oh, that other thing is still in the research table, isn't it? Duh. Yes, there it is. So let's research a nail. Oh my goodness, look at that. What can we make? Large trophy board. You can place your catch on this. Do we need that? Also the medium trophy board, just in case we need that. That's also good. Small trophy board, in case we have small trophies. We get it. My goodness, look at all this. Collection net. Now this is exciting. This is the thing I told you about, that we can build around our raft and then it will just auto collect stuff. So that's going to come in handy. Let's learn that. And then of course there's a large crop plot that'll let us grow trees. Also nice. This thing, Scarecrow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Keep seagulls away from your crop plots. Now I do remember that. I do remember that. Very nice. And last but not least, a smelter. Can smelt metal ore, sand and seaweed. Oh, you can smelt sand? Oh, that's exciting. I've never tried that. I've smelted copper ore and metal ore into metal and copper ingots, respectively. I've smelted seaweed into the vine goo, but I've never tried smelting sand. Oh, I can't wait to do that. That is pretty much all there's to learn. I would imagine, Brian, and this is one of the big things in my previous game, that I just couldn't get my hands on glass. Ha! I'm so glad we're trying this. That is very, very cool. Well, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to do. Large storage things to build, potatoes to harvest, fish to catch, places to see, receivers to build, glass to smelt, sand to smelt even. I'm thinking I'm kind of happy at the island here. I might just go hang out here for a bit and see what else we can build. I think perhaps we should start with storage. Like in any good game. Make a bit of that. Some hinge and storage. Alright. Big storage. That is cool. This is what it looks like. Large storage. And where should it go? This is getting crowded here. I'm going to leave that. Perhaps just here. Continue this on. Or we can just go and create ourselves a completely different storage section somewhere. Yeah, maybe we'll just go leave that. There. Perfect. Storage. Gotcha. Also, sustenance. Glass. Brian, this is going to be exciting. Project Potato. That's one of those longer term things. Grab the potato. Now I have 2 potatoes. That's cool. Plant 2 potatoes. It's just like on Jay's farm. Look at the tiny little potato. Oh, I'm getting excited. Potato plant. That's great. Plant 1 potato, get 2 potatoes. Then probably get 4 potatoes, plant 3 potatoes, eat 1 potato, and so forth. Never gonna run out again of anything to eat up here. That is so nice. Oh, so chuffed about that tip. So, smelter next. Let's do that. That sounds like a thing of beauty. 6 dry bricks. Well, we have 5 wet bricks here, so that could come in handy. Also needs a bit of scrap metal and 6 nails. Ooh, okay. And I built a house, absolutely. We call this thing the sun deck. Meet the sun deck. Sun deck features a sail. Sun deck also features a little, stairs to go up and down here. And this is the downstairs, not quite finished yet. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're going places, Scott. Not right now, we're kind of anchored in place because there might be more resources here. But yes, this is our humble little abode as of now. Sail. We wanted to make a spinner too. So I suppose if we go and put all our wet bricks out here. Can we make another wet brick actually? Wet brick. Oh, crop plots. Medium and large. Awesome stuff. So this is why we need so much scrap metal. Bowls. So this is important for when we have a stove. We need to put whatever we're cooking into those bowls. But you know, it's not something we need immediately. Bit more sand, bit more clay. Okay, we can make that happen. 6 of these. Makes, well, 6 dry bricks, so these need to dry for a little bit. 6 of these bricks makes a smelter. That's going to be super exciting. So we need that, and we need a bit more sand. Sand, anyone? Sand! There we go, perfect. Craft a wet brick. Awesome. Wet brick goes up here. Join the other wet bricks. Perfect. Alright. These are kind of long-term projects up here. In the meantime, we'll go downstairs and do other stuff. Do we have stuff to eat? No, we don't. I see food. I might just go make myself one of those crop plots there. Crop plot. Crop plot. So medium crop plot is for planting things like watermelons and pineapple. And the large one, that's for trees. Well, that looks a little bit more involved. Let's go start with the medium one first. Medium crop plot. So we need more scrap metal. Sure, we have that here somewhere else. There it was. Scrap metal. All right. Craft. And how's the French toast, Scott? Kind of getting jealous of you having French toast now. I'd like French toast. There we go. That's nice. Now this thing needs fresh water as well. We can't just plant seeds in there. We need to put fresh water in this as well. For which, of course, I guess we need to make fresh water first. Lucky us, we already have fresh water down here. That goes up here, and oh, now you drank it. Damn. Not what we wanted to do. Let's make some more fresh water. Put some planks and grab some seeds here. It's almost like we could make a whole storage thing upstairs. I might actually make that. I might pick this up. This is as of yet empty. And just go. Can we put that upstairs, or are we running out of room drastically here? Yeah, we need more room up here. The sun deck needs to be expanded yet again, for which we need foundation. Oh man, this is getting complicated, isn't it? You can't just go casually pick this up and expect things to work. There's a lot of stuff that we need to. What, this doesn't work either? Sure, this is how it worked. Unless, of course, this was palm seed. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Palm seed isn't going to work. So put palm seeds back here. Palm seeds and mango seeds. Let's go watermelons or pineapple? Pineapple, let's do that. Maybe we'll just use a little mini storage from downstairs. There we go, pineapple seeds. They can go here. Needs fresh water. Okay. Goes downstairs and grabs fresh water. From here, fill with fresh water. Good stuff. And there's that eternal darkness again. So I see he drinks it. Why didn't you pour it? Usually I get some kind of an interaction thing with this. And it just didn't show me that. Bizarre. Bizarre. It's gone already, Scott. French toast, eh? It just... it just doesn't last as long as it used to. I've never had deep fried French toast, but I would imagine the Scots would jump on that opportunity. I've never had a deep fried Mars bar either. You can get so many good deep fried things in Scotland. Deep fried Mars bars, Snickers bars, deep fried doner kebabs, deep fried hamburgers. Delicious stuff. Fill with fresh water. Let's try this again. Usually it just comes up with the thing here, and it doesn't do that. That's bad. I mean, I can pour this out, but that's not the same. No, that just wastes the water. So it's almost like water is already on there. They usually take on a slightly darker shade. What is it going to do? We'll make more fresh water. And also, before we start making any lamps, I'm going to go and collect something that's over here. Should I have done that? I should have probably just fished for food. Shame I can't grill the clams. And having said that, I've never tried grilling the clams. I don't really know what to do with the clams. I think they're only good for literally one option in the game. Kind of hoping that there was a little bit of food in here. But no, we just need to go fishing. Good thing that death counter is active, eh? Today Jay died 0 times today. Let's watch it one more time. Exclamation mark death will make that message appear. Hopefully there's no need to increase it. Jay just needs something to eat, rather sharpishly. Oh really, that's a southern US thing as well? Oh, how exciting. I didn't know that, Scott. That's cool. It's an ingenious idea, that's for sure. And you know, fried chicken, that's kind of obvious, but fried other things, that's clever. Shark. Whoa. Can we grill the clam? Let's try. No. Okay. It was worth a try. Let's catch ourselves some mean fish, man. Important. Because, you know, fish, we need to go and grill and then we can eat it. So glad that the fishing mechanics are a little bit, you know, nice on this game. Ha, there we go. And what was it? Massive raw tilapia. I like it. We shall grill you right away while we fish for more stuff. Hiya! Oh, you're in Michigan. Oh, right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, down here in Florida, it's more Cuban cuisine. So a lot of good kind of grilled, sometimes fried stuff. They do like cooking with a lot of fat, which, contrary to popular belief, is actually very healthy for you. It's the carbs that kill us, isn't it? Not so much the fat. Fat was wrongly blamed in the 60s for being unhealthy and causing heart disease and all that. Not the case. Look at the diabetes epidemic. Grill faster! Don't make me build a deep fryer. We will build a stove, and that's what these recipes are for. I don't think I have any on me right now. Oh, there we go. Tilapia. Yes. Whew. Excellent. No! You've eaten the raw mackerel. Don't do that. That's terrible. I'll just work on more sustenance for now. Cuban food is the best. I was so gutted. We have a chain here in the greater Miami area called Palacio de los Jugos, or more precisely El Palacio de los Jugos. And they don't just make juices, they also make really good home cooked food. So it's literally like a cafeteria, if you will. Huge plates of food, and you eat with a large community, and you just have, you just sit and eat, and it's dirt cheap really compared to other food, which is why the locals go there, and only the residents know about how good the food is. And it does help if you can order in Spanish. Some don't speak English, which is perfectly fine. It's excellent food, and most of it is kind of Cuban influenced. And we had one literally here. There's like 5 or 6 in Miami, in the greater Miami area, and we had one literally here a couple of blocks away, and they closed. And it was literally due to COVID. It was just because it was about community getting together. It just didn't happen anymore, and that just had such an effect on the prices, or on the fact that people just wouldn't go there anymore, weren't allowed, I suppose. And so they folded, which is such a shame. We used to love eating there. And you get this massive box of anything from rice to fried plantain to like cooked plantain to anything with fish and chicken, pork, beef, anything. This whole box for like $12, and 2 people can eat off that 3 days. That sort of meal, and they're gone. The next one is kind of over on the mainland, which is kind of, I don't know, an hour's drive away from here. Gutted we are. They also made excellent coffee, of course, for excellent prices. You get the double shot espresso at Starbucks for $4. And you go to any of the Cuban coffee places, and you get the same thing for 80 cents. That sort of thing. My favorite really is the colada for literally $1, and it comes in a pot. Usually it's fairly sweet, dark black coffee, no milk, and it's just a little cup that comes with a lid, and you get smaller cups with it, and then you go and share a moment with other people that enjoy coffee. So one of you buys a colada, and then you go and pours this out in these tiny, strong little coffee cups, and everyone just has a shot and shares a moment. Also, very remarkably, random strangers. So you see people walk up to you and just offer you a colada, because there's usually so much in it that for the 2 or 3 people that you buy it for, you can share it with like 5 or 6 people or 10 people, depending. It's just such a cool cultural thing. You just share a moment, and we're all human. Why wouldn't we share a coffee with one another? It's just, that's beautiful. I love that. So thankfully we do have other coffee places here. Some inside our supermarkets have little coffee stands to cater to the Cuban community and everyone else who wants it. Me first and foremost. I love that sort of I love that kind of that thing in the culture. I wish we could put that into America. This would be great. It's mandatory to share your coffee with somebody and share a moment. Needs fresh water. Let's try this again. So 2 have been. Oh, these can be harvested as well. Look at that. Our little plant project is going strong. Come on. Let's try water crops. There we go. Ah! And it makes a little noise. That's cute. Alrighty, potatoes. Now we have 4 potatoes. Fantastic. 1, 2, and 3. Needs fresh water as well. I don't think they needed that last time. But hey, no worries. We can make it happen. Meanwhile, on the fish griller, place plank. There we go. It's a good life. What else do we need? We've got the sun, we've got the water, we have fish en masse. That is just nice. Do you know, Brian, the Japanese do that as well, don't they? The kind of the noodle bars and the what are they called? The like these restaurants where you sit at extremely tiny tables and often also kind of opposite people you don't know. And like these really cramped tiny seats, and that's just the way things are. And you say hello and you eat with people. It's just, it's funny that in some cultures that's just such a natural thing to do, and in other cultures it's not. Like that's funny, isn't it? I find that's remarkable. Right. So even if it's a separate table, it's kind of as if you're sitting on the same table. You might as well make the most of it, you know? Like London Tube at rush hour, it's so crowded, there's really no such thing as privacy. You're literally just with what feels like 400 people in one subway car, much like Tokyo. It's exactly the same thing. Smelter, come on, there it is. Ah, come to Papa. Oh, we need one more scrap metal and 6 nails. Do we have that? I don't think we have that. I wonder if we should put a little bit of storage over here. If we can actually make that happen, or do we need this to stand on if we wanted to look into directions? Yeah, we might not have enough room here. You get used to it, that's true, yes. And also everyone is in the same boat, I suppose. No one complains about the fact that things are the way they are because there's just no other choice. I mean, it's just it's just what life is like at that moment. Yeah, so the closest thing to privacy in those moments is literally your noise-cancelling headphones. Close your eyes or look at your tablet/phone, whatever. I might as well eat those pineapples here. So scrap is what we need. Let's make that smelter. No, that's we've got that already. Scrap metal. All right. I knew we had enough. And then what else? We need nails. Are they not in the research table still? I have a feeling we may have forgotten them in there. Yeah, there we go. See, that's where they are. Can we research a clam? Oh yeah, we can. All right. Okay. So we can. What can we make? A bird's nest. A place for seagulls to rest. Be sure to keep your distance, as birds are easily scared. Would we want to attract seagulls though? I mean, we can eat them. That would be, a bit of poultry. Yeah, why not? Okay, good. Let's leave those there. That's nice. But the smelter, I'm really very much looking forward to making the smelter. And I don't know why, but I feel like making it upstairs. Can't really tell you why, but the smelter kind of feels like it should go here. Smelter. What else? Nails. Oh yes, one more nail. There we go. Crafted me a smelter. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, should it rotate though? Like that, yes. Should it go next to the plants? That might be a bit uncool. Let's do that. Yeah, so the smelter, that takes planks as well on the bottom here. Put some planks. And then in the top you put other stuff. So you can put either metal or you can put these things. There's seaweed. I might put some seaweed in here. I have a feeling we could put a little bit of a storage thing in the middle here. I think I might do that. I might bring some storage. Why not just bring the large storage thing? Is this? Yeah, there we go. Let's pick that up. And that means we can store stuff that either can be turned into plants, left, right, and center, or into whatever the smelter needs to eat. We can put all that here. I will look up where I've mapped the X and the R to. There we go. Haha. Perfect. So we are now going to go and put some of the seaweed in here, which looks like not much is happening, but the thing is burning, and eventually this is going to turn into, goo. Yeah, that was like that in London as well. No one really talks on the subway cars. Everyone just wants to wants to stay in there and just go, hey, leave me alone, man. And these guys, they're still growing. So I'm gonna go and put this in here, and then bring up some of the other things. So clay isn't smeltable, or stone, scrap, that's all non-smeltable stuff. I might just put this in here because I don't really know where else to put that. There we go. Green goo. Look at that vine goo. Haha. Pick up vine goo. Store vine goo in here. And in fact, pick this up. Make more vine goo. Haha. Occasionally replace a plank at the bottom. And that's that project up here. Another long-term project. Good stuff. Let's pick up other smeltable stuff. Oh yeah, and plantable stuff. So that can go in here. Oh no, these are palm seeds. So they'll stay on the bottom here. Copper. That's cool. We can pick that up. And clay. Yeah, I suppose clay can go in here. Planks. They can be consolidated here. Plastic. Let's put plastic here. Also stones. There's also that mango seed we don't really need. We can put that here. Perfect. That's that. And then, more plastic. Okay. Metal ore. That can be turned into metal ingots, I suppose. Scrap. Yeah, I don't think that can be smelted. I've never tried. There we go. More of that. And more of that. I'm eager to try smelting the sand. Do we have sand here still? I've got a little bit of this, so I can try and smelt that later. But I think sand's Gonski. Grow myself a fish. Coffee, fishing, farming, crafting, and lots of lockers. Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Those are not easy to make, by the way, Brian. All these concepts are really, really, really difficult to implement. Yeah, I think it's much more likely that my first game, I'm not counting the MVP game, of course, that my first game is probably going to be more like a first person, not a first person, like a twin stick shooter or something. I have a feeling those mechanics are just much easier to implement. I mean, something as simple as making an object snap to a grid, that's already pretty difficult to accomplish. Which is weird, isn't it? Because we see this in so many games. Maybe it's easier than I think. Right now I have no concept of doing that. I've tried to get my head around the line bouncing yesterday, and that worked. I did work it out, but not so much with Katie's tutorial. So that was, even though she does explain the concept, she doesn't do it very well, I have to say. That was more confusing than anything, and it doesn't really. There's better ways to do it. There's an article on the Unreal documentation site that literally brings it better to the point. And I followed that, and that is cool. So I can now make it so that objects can interact with the ground. So you can, where this little thing in the middle is, you can kind of point at something like this, and then these two things can interact with one another. That's actually done with the ray casting or line bouncing, and that is, oh man, Gonski. And that's an interesting concept where you send out a ray from your position, and whatever the ray intersects with is an object that is returned with which you can then interact. And that's really nice. But then of course you're facing this thing that if in my planting mechanic, if I wanted to plant something at this point, you can make that happen. If it intersects with the ground, it gives you that position, and then you have the position of where the object needs to be created. But if you put that here, it then plants it directly underneath you, because it just says, well, that's the position, and then that pushes you up, and you go, how am I going to exclude that? And there's always, you find one thing, and then you have to find a solution to make it not do that in certain other circumstances. You go, oh, that's just all very difficult. Come on, plastic hook next. We need another plastic hook. One that doesn't break all the time. Have we got access to the metal hook even? No, we don't. Plastic. Oh, man. We may have to postpone the crafting of the glass until next week. Determined to make it happen today. Plastic to make the hook. Hook to get the sand. Sand goes in the smelter. Next thing you know, luxury liner, 7 decks, salmon fillet for breakfast, and all that. There we go. Craft. Woo! Here he goes. I'll put that back in here. Oh, and then this is all seaweed, isn't it? I'm going to put that upstairs actually. Get some more seaweed going. And make more, turn more fish into. Oh no! Don't eat that. I was gonna say just put it on the there. Cook raw herring. Oh my goodness! She is already suffocating, parched. I tell you, parched. Good thing we have that water standing by here. Let's put more on. Perfect. And while we're here, let's put all that. Ooh, look at that. It's like a greenhouse up here. How exciting. Pick that up. Put more on. No, don't do that. What? No. Put seaweed in here. Perfect. And then put that seaweed literally here. And put the vine goo in here as well. More culinary delights. That scrap metal can probably go up here. Right. Let's see if we can find some more sand. And see what that does in the whole smelting department. Very excited about that. Do you know, by the way, don't know if you've seen this, on the 1st of October, official beginning of the world, what's it called? World Ostomy Month. World Ostomy Day is on the 3rd, but the whole month is kind of celebrated as World Ostomy Month, I believe. Ostomy Awareness Month, actually. I'm giving a talk in front of medical students of pharmacy college here in Miami. We were going to do this in person, but because of COVID, that got turned into a remote event, and I'm streaming that on the channel. I think it's on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, 1st of October. I think it's Thursday. Man, I forgot now. 1st of October, it might be Wednesday, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's around this time in about 3 days, and it's kind of a Zoom meeting, but I thought it might be nice to stream that. And I'm talking about my case for an hour, the ups and downs and what happened, how I actually got cancer, what type of cancer it was, and how treatment methods didn't work, and then eventually what did work, and everything and anything that I've come across during that journey. If you want to see that live and interact in chat, you can do that. It'll be on this channel here. Yes, at 12 p.m. on the 1st of October, which sadly I've forgotten what day of the week that is, if that was Wednesday or Thursday. But it's around this time of day, no matter which time zone you're in. So kind of would have started 18 minutes ago. Is there no more sand left on this island? That's interesting. You can pick that up. And once the event is over, I'll leave that online. So I'll either leave that here or put it on the Super Survivor channel. But yeah, it'll be nice. I hope it's going to work out. I don't think I've ever streamed a Zoom meeting before, so it'll be interesting to see if and how that works. Whew. Nearly died there. Oh come on, you're all right now, aren't you? Oh, just about. Come on, sand. Is there no more sand? Do you know, Neville, speaking of light, there is also a light that we'll be able to use underwater. It's kind of a headlamp that you put on your head, and it'll cost battery, so it's not free to use. But that's also available for crafting at one point, and we can see better underwater, a little bit better here. This looks like it's an area that I haven't explored yet, so maybe this here, next to it, this here, that could be sand? Is it sand? Come on, sand. Very nice. What's in stock for you, for everyone else today? What are your plans for the rest of this beautiful Sunday? I'm having plans of fiddling more with the Unreal Engine. See what else I can make happen. Maybe implement all these things we've just talked about. Like, you know, coffee machines. That would be kind of cool to make a coffee machine inside Unreal Engine that you have to put coffee into. And then it takes a while for the coffee in the pot to actually rise. That would be a good little experiment. Jay's Coffee Shop. So funny. This could be sand. Is it sand? Clay. Could be more stuff over here. Come on, this is sand, isn't it? Sand, come on. Sand, alright. Come on. Let's see if we can turn that into glass. And we need a lot more sand, really. I mean, these are 2 pieces. Even if glass comes out of the smelter, which I'm sincerely hoping, we need to go and then put that in the research table, which then, of course, eliminate it. And then we can just make more. It'll be exciting. Very exciting. Smelter, how you doing? Sand. Oh, there we go. Place some planks. All right. Oh, I've never tried this before. This is going to be exciting. Harvest some pineapples. Do we have pineapple seeds? Yes. Look at that. Pineapple seed. That can go in here. And then these can come down. Oh, make pineapple and watermelon in here. That's nice. That seaweed goes here. And maybe that as well. The building hammer. I think these things we can put in here as well. Yeah, scrap. I don't think we can melt. Don't think we can smelt this. Clay. Don't think we can smelt that either. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you're working on 2 Kelvin already. That is so cool. I love it. Very good to see that the saga continues. I'm still at the very beginning of that book. I've been reading it on and off. And it's been, where am I to now? So I think you're just setting up the whole mood, how Calvin and Tarpa are getting on the planet, on Avionia, and they are, I think there's a lad, the apples that Tarpa was selling on the market, somebody was trying to steal them, so that scene has just happened. And yeah, so it's... and then there's the other back on Earth / the moon, the whole Bob Ford and his new candidates. That's just being set up, but I'm not. That's all I've got for now. So very interesting. Looking forward to how Calvin's life is going to turn out next, because he seems happy right now, which is rare for him. There doesn't seem to be any issues currently, which I'm sure will change very soon. We need more fresh water up here. Those potatoes, I suppose, we can leave in here. No, we're gonna go grill them. We're gonna go put them in here. Glass! Oh yes, fantastic. I'll go smelt some more while we research what we can actually do with the glass. So like the plastic water bottle, that's another thing that I'm eager to make. Water the crops here, and these guys here, they also need fresh water. Gotcha. That water bottle would save us some round trips here. What do I actually need for the water bottle? Water bottle. Here, there we go. 6 plastic, 4 vine goo. Well, we're getting there. A lot of craft, a lot of that. And then, of course, we need to make another bottle for the research table. Research table, which is going to eat the glass now. Research glass. See what happens. We can now make the advanced purifier. How exciting. Can purify several cups of water at once. Does not require fuel. Aha! That is very cool. It is nice to see him happy for a change, isn't it? Yeah, I totally agree. I can imagine, yes. I'm sure there'll be more things, more challenges for him ahead. As well as things how he can overcome them. That water purifier, I think we're going to make that next time. So yes, next time being next Saturday, of course. By which time, hopefully, all this will have grown. Yeah, some more glass. What can we make with glass now? Maybe the purifier. Oh, we need 4 glass. My goodness, that'll be very difficult to come by. So that's gonna take forever. It's gonna be difficult enough to make this with more pieces of plastic. Well, I think we've done a lot today. I think we've done a lot. We've made the sail. Look at that. The sail goes up and down, and that'll lead the way. All made out of palm leaves. So look at that nice animation. Very good. I like that. Rigged to perfection. And then it wafts in the wind. That's nice. We've built a medium plant pot. We've made a smelting machine. Put some plants from some things in there. Also need to probably make more vine goo, because that will certainly give us a water bottle at one point. Got some storage up here with tons of other stuff in here. That is copper. Can't do anything with that right now. These guys, I suppose we can water them. No, we've watered everyone. Everyone's growing. Perfect. Then we've made a little structure. We built the sun deck, built storage, built a research table. I mean, look at all this. Look at all the hard work we've done. And we're anchoring at a nice little island here. That is just so cool. I think I'm going to put some more water on. Seawater goes in here. There we go. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye and have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. So yes, it's Wednesday or Thursday, that talk. If you want to join me for that, the Super Survivor talk is an event scheduled on my channel, if you want to do that. Other than that, this will happen next Saturday again at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the meantime, there'll be some more videos about DAS and Unreal trickling out on my YouTube channel. My friends, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you, hopefully, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.